B&H Gold.
Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of B&H Gold, where me, B, and him, H, try and bring you a little bit of lightness and joy into your life. And it's really easy to do when you're working with somebody like H.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just a ray of sunshine. I'm naturally... Well, actually, the reason I started doing this was exactly what you said, because I can get very grumpy and very miserable very quickly.
No,
I can.
really?
Honestly. No, really.
Gosh.
I do. Don't look all smug about it. You do as well.
I just do it with a smile.
You do it with a smile. I'll give you that. You do smile more. However, you've just been complaining yourself that you don't think you're laughing as much as you used to.
No, it's a weird thing, isn't it? I mean, psychologists would say that children laugh very readily, and I think can laugh up to hundreds of times a day, whereas adults tend not to. And I do struggle, I have to say, to find things that really, really make me laugh now. You watch sort of comedy programs, there are very few where I think I'm actually laughing so much that I think I might lose control. Do you know what I mean?
I do, yeah. I get it every so often. I must admit, I can't remember the last time I was in that state, the one where you're gasping for breath and just cannot stop.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's funny, isn't it? Yeah. And I don't know, it is just life. There's a lot going on for a lot of people at the moment. It's, this time of uncertainty and so this is what this podcast is about. Not trying to, remind you of how miserable everything is, but quite the contrary, trying to just raise a smile. And if it's just a little snigger, that's absolutely fine.
We like a little snigger. If we get your hands on one. Right, desert island smell. What's your desert island smell?
Oh, now that's a really interesting
We were playing this the other day in the office.
one.
Desert island smell.
I would say, really nice aftershave, probably. Yeah.
Very sultry. Yeah, okay. Anything in particular? Just in case any men out there were thinking, what should I put on?
I don't know. It's just something manly. I don't know. Not like floral one. I don't like floral sort of things, but something sort of...
I have two, I think. I mean, I'm not a bottle of aftershave will easily last me a year or two, because I don't put it in all the time, and I don't shave every day, that's probably why. And I just oscillate between, there was one called, I used to like Blue Stratus, which is a bit sort of cheap and nasty now, I suppose, for an older bloke. And then I went on to Dracar Noir, Guy Laroche, Dracar Noir. And now I tend to use one called Soir, Bulgaria, Soir.
Is it just ones that you just have to say in a slightly weird way?
Well, it's evening, isn't it? It's French for evening. Soir.
Okay, I know, but it's just, I love the fact you can't ever say a word like that without putting on a slightly strange
you could just
accent.
Say, I wear that soya. I wear that soya aftershave.
Isn't it interesting how even thinking about a particular smell can take you back to a certain time? So for me, there's a perfume that I used to wear when I was about 13 called Tribe, and I can almost smell it, even though obviously I can't smell it because it's not right in front of me.
How do you imagine the smell? Yeah, that's another question.
Weird,
how do you
it?
actually think about a smell?
Where is it?
Where is it? Is it in your head? Is it in your nose?
Is it a combination of those sensations? I don't know.
I can think of the smell of a rose and I can do it, but where am I thinking it?
Yeah.
Don't know. It's a tricky
one.
Gosh,
we're philosophical
today. It's very
today.
philosophical, that one. Well, I remember, I think I told you this before one time, on Woman's Hour one time. They said, we'll be talking about men's aftershave today on Woman's Hour. I thought, well, I'll have to tune in. And they had this sort of panel of experts, and they said, they were basically trying to document how smells change the same way as clothes do. So fashion changes, obviously. Trousers get, big flares, and they become tight, and skirts go right the way up to the top and right the way down to the bottom, etc., etc. And they were saying scents do the same. We are what are deemed trendy scents or whatever change over the years. And they were going right the way back to sort of Victorian times and what was in then, which is out, and then sort of through the 60s and 70s. And then they said, in the 1980s, and they had Dracar Noir. I said, it's my aftershave. So here's Dracar Noir now, right? What about this? And they put it on. This woman said, oh my God, essence of bleached 80s man. That's me.
Oh, did you just quietly shove it to one side of the cupboard?
I still got a bottle. I mean, I still
quite
bring
like
it in.
Yeah, wear it tomorrow, and I'll give you a rating.
A sniff test.
What was your desert island smell? Is it going to be bread or coffee?
You know what? It's a tricky one. I love wild garlic in the spring. Probably one of my all-time favourites is wood smoke from a bonfire on a frosty evening.
Oh, yes. Do you know what else morning. I really like? And I don't know whether I should admit to this, really. Meat.
What sort of meat? Just any meat? Meat? You going to elaborate? No. Okay. Well, Beth likes the smell of meat. They never guessed that.
It was cooking.
Now then.
I have to delete this bit.
Right, well, that's good. We like the meaty bits. Han Solo may be a hunk, but Pan Solo is a hunk of bread. A bakery in San Francisco has dubbed its 6-foot bread sculpture of the Star Wars character as he appeared after being frozen in carbonite in The Empire Strikes Back. They've made him a life-size one out of a huge chunk of bread, and it's called Pan Solo. Pan
I see what you did there. Was that another accent?
No, yeah, Pan Solo.
Pan.
Yeah,
Okay.
very good. Pan, that's better than mine. Pan Solo. Okay.
Oh, that's very good.
That's rather good.
I love those clever twists on names.
I quite like that, we must admit, yeah. I wondered about Return of the Bread Eye.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was all right,
Oh,
wasn't
that
it?
was good. Did you make that up?
I just made that up, yeah.
Oh,
That was quite
really
a nice
good,
one.
actually,
A
for
New
you.
York City man's been charged with smuggling 3 Burmese pythons in his pants at the US-Canadian border crossing. Calvin Bautista
Look, you can't
is
do it.
accused of bringing in the hidden snakes on a bus that crossed into New York in 2018. It's an old one, that. Importation of Burmese pythons is regulated by an international treaty. It doesn't seem to matter whether they're down your pants or not. And you
That's
could
a
get
lot to have down your pants, isn't it?
It is.
I mean,
yes.
really?
Yeah. It's getting
You'd
back.
have to have really big trousers.
You would. Let's get back to your meat again. One way or another. What's the other thing I spotted around here? Oh, did you read that one, which was actually quite recent, about the chess player who supposedly was cheating by using anal beads?
I must have missed that one. I thought you were going to talk about the chess. Did we not talk about the chess machine or something that broke someone's finger?
Oh, no. This was a separate one, which was in the news not that long ago, and which has got a few lines on it here I was looking at. Yeah, a teenage chess player who managed to beat a world champion is denying his incredible win was the result of cheating with the help of a sex toy. 19-year-old Hans Niemann pulled off a major upset by defeating Norwegian Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen at the Sandfield Cup in St. Louis in September. The win has prompted some bizarre theories. A rumour has been circulating, unsupported by concrete evidence, so it's not been proven, but this was doing the rounds, that Niemann was tapping into a computer program through a prostate massager or wireless anal beads that could secretly communicate winning moves to him.
I don't know where to go with that one.
No.
It's probably best we leave it.
You've never tried that? No. New Zealand wants to
Makes
tax
the news
farmers.
interesting. Sorry.
To tax farmers for their cows' burps and farts. This is serious again. I saw this somewhere. Jacinda Ardern's announced plans to make farmers pay for their livestock's emissions due to the huge contribution they make to climate change. It's an important step forward in New Zealand's transitions to low emissions and delivers on our promise to price agriculture emissions from 2025. How do you know how many they've done? Exactly
Would
what I was
that have to
thinking.
be somebody's job?
Does somebody go round and are you sort of like a fart man or a sort of a fart inspector?
Oh, gosh.
You sort of go around with a bottle sticking it up cows' bottoms. I don't
Why
know.
would you stick it up their bottom? You'd just be listening out for it, though, wouldn't
Well,
you?
you need to measure it. You need to how much is coming out. It's not just whether it goes or not. It's a case of how much was in the.
What, catch it in a bottle?
Well, you'd have to catch it somehow. How do you measure it? A balloon?
What, attach balloons to their bottoms and however much they blow?
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing I can think of.
Okay.
And here's another interesting one. This is a wacky one as well. Men can develop an allergy to their own orgasms. Experts have found that there's always an expert somewhere, isn't there? I'd love to be a scientist doing this sort of work.
I bet you would.
Scientists can suffer from fever, a cough, sneezing and muscle weakness, or even issues with their speech, concentration and memory. But isn't that just normal?
I think you just said scientists can suffer with that. I think you meant, did you not mean
Sorry,
men?
scientists
Yeah.
said that men
Oh, right, okay.
well,
Yeah.
scientists might as well, they're men,
Yeah,
I suppose,
okay.
can suffer from a fever, cough, sneezing and muscle weakness, or issues with speech, concentration and memory. Did I say that before? Memory. The symptoms can last a few days or as long as a week. What can I say? What can I say?
I can't say anything. It's just, I'm not going there.
Okay. Anything else made you smile this week? Anything particular?
Well, speaking of
time
smiling,
we
I just, I'm seeing a lot of stories about people seeing faces in their food.
Yes, I saw something
So
like that
there
quite
was
recently.
one about a woman who had a curry, and it looked like Shrek. It was
I
a
saw
green
that.
curry.
That
yeah,
actually was
it
quite
really
good.
did.
That
It
was
did
quite
look like
good.
Shrek.
Yeah.
I heard on the breakfast show this morning somebody who saw Elvis in the bottom of their McDonald's ketchup pot. Slightly
Did you
weird.
see that? Is there a picture?
I haven't seen it. I need to see it.
No, I haven't seen
But
that.
I wonder whether I'd be able to very quickly find a couple of examples for you, because I actually joined a social media Facebook group called Things with Faces. Oh, I found it.
People?
No, things with faces. So I had made my middle child a sausage and bacon panini thing, right? He bit into it. Look at this. It's smiling back at him. 2 sausages making the eyes. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's not going to go viral, that one, is it?
Well, okay, I've got another one.
No, it's quite. I can see it though. I can see it. It's
see a lot of-
It's a sort of bacony smile.
I see a lot of faces in onions, strangely enough, and I've taken some photographs of those, which I'll be able to share with you when I can find them. And then it also happened to me at Christmas. There was a couple of potatoes that I got out to do the Christmas roasties, and they looked like they had smiles, so I couldn't use them.
This was last year. You're not preparing really well in advance.
No, that would be good, wouldn't it? No, last year. And I couldn't use them because they had little... Oh, look, there's an onion one. Look, there's a red onion one.
Oh, that's better. That's better. It looks like a smiley face in the middle of a red onion.
Maybe I should
Have you
send
actually
that
poked
to
that
you.
with a pin in the middle to make it look like that?
No, I literally cut it, and then it was sitting there smiling at me. How long do you... Oh, here are the potatoes.
Okay, let's take the Christmas potatoes. Works well on radio, this.
Well, maybe I should send this to you and you can see the photographs on the...
Oh, that's not bad. It looks a bit like Zippy, the one in the middle.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, Zippy from
But
Rainbow.
they all had little faces. And
so you kept them? Did they just shrink away?
I did keep them, and then they
You didn't
shriveled.
fry them all?
No.
Cremate them?
No.
Literally.
No, because they were smiling at me. I've lost the point of the story, to be honest. I just feel like I was just going through showing
Well, I tell you what, did you catch this? Andy's been out and about with a man of mine.
Yes.
Always great stuff. And they were up at Ramsey Grammar School earlier in the week. And there was great, they were really good, all the Ramsey Grammar School students. But I did like this one. And I knew what he was saying, but it was just one of those slips of the tongue that no one quite noticed at the time. But I listened back and I thought, I'm sure that's not quite what he meant to say. Have a listen to this one. Here we go.
On a personal level, if you've got elderly relatives who might be living alone, I think it's important to reach out to them and talk to them, for one, because that might just be what they need.
Did you get that? See, I think, whether it's when you listen to my man, obviously what he's saying is reach out and talk to them.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly sure what he says is reach out and torture them.
Oh.
On a personal level, if you've got elderly relatives who might be living alone, I think it's important to reach out to them and talk to them, for one, because that might just be what they need.
It might be just what they need. Put your thumb in this screw. Oh dear. And here's another one. I like this. This with apologies to Ben Hartley, who you feature on this as well. He was just revving up, but he gets stuck in a time loop. He just gets stuck, which is lovely. So he's just revving up now. This wasn't broadcast. This was practicing. So here he goes.
And we started the week with a brand new. And we started the week with a brand new clue for flat. And we started the week with a brand new clue for our daily competition flat. And we started the week with a brand new. And we started the week with a brand new. And we started the week with a brand new clue for our daily competition flashback alley. And it certainly kept you guessing today. And we started the week with a brand new clue. And we started the week with a brand new clue for our daily competition, Flashback Alley, and it certainly kept you guessing today.
Now he starts thinking about you.
Myself and Beth will be back. In the morning.
He's just checking.
Myself and Beth will be back in the morning.
When are you going to be back? When are you going to be back?
Myself and Beth will be back in the morning.
Who will?
And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some more.
With what?
And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some further. And myself and Beth will be back. And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some more. And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some more clues for flashback.
No more. No more.
Gosh.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Do you know, if you could just hear some of the pre-recorded stuff, it probably would be quite entertaining sometimes.
Oh dear, I love it. Have you got any food? I'm going to give you a food stuff. I don't know whether you've got one, but I made the other day. I had the best crop of tomatoes ever this year. Amazingly, really. I mean, pounds and pounds and pounds of tomatoes, which I've never had before. And of course, you get to this time of the year, and the last ones don't all ripen up. So I've got pounds of green tomatoes, and I know you can do a chutney. There's a good green tomato curry, which I might go. Green tomato soup.
Ooh.
Yeah, never had it before, and I found a recipe for green tomato soup. Delicious.
Wow. That reminds me, what's that film about tomatoes?
Fried green tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe. Is that right?
Yeah. Never seen it.
That's rubbish. No, I haven't seen it. Anything you've eaten that's put a smile on your face? Other than your meat?
You can't say that.
I just did.
Can't say that.
Beth likes meat. No, you've said it.
No, what I meant was, you know, when you put it in the pan and like you've got some oil and it's just that when it starts
caramelising.
Yeah, it's. To be fair, I don't mind it before it goes in.
No, I know. I think that's the best bit in many ways. Right, and what was the other thing I was going to say? No, I've lost it now. She's lost it again now.
No, I'm fine.
No, she's fine. She's absolutely fine. So, yes, any good smiles? Nice smile? Sunny smile for us? You got a sunny smile anywhere? I'll give you one. I think Eva Petrova, who is the youth bard, and we were at a poetry slam recently, and she's got a lovely smile. She smiles away. Lovely smile on Eva. She's quite a serious sort of young woman, but when her smile lights up her face.
That's lovely.
There you go. Any
No.
little fun? No? Okay. And I think then, before it all goes downhill too rapidly, hopefully it's brought a smile to someone's face, Beth's or mine, or maybe yours as well. We will be with you again at the next time sometime. I'll leave you with I think it's my turn for a tune, is it?
It is.
Oh,
Go
it is.
for
Right,
it.
here we go then. Fat Swallow. You can never go wrong with Fat Swallow. Always puts a smile on my face. Okay, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And here's Fats. You'll put a smile on your face even if we haven't.
To talk with all by myself, no one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you, for you, for you, for you. I know for certain the one I love. I'm through with flirting, it's you that I'm thinking of. Misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Leave me. I don't stay out. Well, thank you. No place to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my love for you.
B&H don't condone smoking or any other dirty habits that are bad for you other than the ones Beth likes. Any similarity between the podcast B&H Gold and the Benson & Hedges cigarette of the same name is intentional and done purely for comic effect, albeit piss poor. Beth Espy is the registered trade name of Beth Espy Enterprises, available for voiceovers, corporate hosting, TV shows about cars, talking about motorbikes with greasy biker types, and looking after other people's children, but not at the same time. H is the first letter of Howard Kane. The series is sponsored by no one at all. It isn't likely to be. Alex Brindley loves trains.